here we are with the Chronicles of Darkness, Creepy Rashomon Marine Buffet, Werewolf the Forsaken, 2nd edition, the Idigam Chronicles, episode 4. It is November 2017, and I am Devin, the storyteller, and to my left we have X playing Y.
Nicole playing Leo Kelly.
Kevin playing Kaiser Vargas.
And Peter as Fyodor Petrov.
Alright, what happened last session? Let's go.
Stonemasons were being dicks and stealing our people's blood, but then it turns out people behind our backs were making deals with them and letting us look like assholes. So now I'm gonna kick his ass. His ass being...
Tsuyoshi Saito.
that guy. I could not remember his name. Even though Peter literally just told me like less than 2 minutes ago.
Is that it? Is that all that happened?
I think so.
You're supposed to investigate the police. You guys hung out with a loon for a while.
Yeah.
Learned about an asteroid. I want to say something about cops might have happened.
Tapped into the radio. We got the loon to spy on them.
Literally, I was the only one who talked to the loon, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a general we, a royal we.
We. And yeah. And then there was the Freemasons debacle.
Debarkle. Because you're wolves. Debarkle.
Oh, Barkle.
Alright, so where we last left off, you were at your arcade, Altered Beast. And you were up in the little manager area that overlooks the arcade with tinted windows or whatever. And Tsuyoshi was talking to you, and you didn't like that he was talking to you, and you declared combat.
Leo did a pop-up.
Tsuyoshi was being a condescending piece of shit and was also keeping secrets from us. So I declared combat.
The Palpatine jump.
Sure.
Yeah.
Transforming into your form.
Alright,
Yeah.
so it's been a whole week-ish, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. And you're running across the table at him to attack him.
Yes.
And you went to monster form.
Yes.
Alright. So I guess we'll switch over to combat music, and you'll roll to attack, because you're going to get to jump on him.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to pause. While we do that, you should get ready to roll to attack him.
Wait, were we seriously
Okay.
not actually online for any of that?
Okay, so we went offline for a couple of minutes, listeners, to figure out how the combat works, and then figuring out how combat works made us... I'm just going to pause the combat music, listeners. We'll get there. We'll get to the combat. We had to figure out how combat worked, and to figure out how combat worked, we had to figure out people's stat stuff, which we didn't know quite everything right off the bat. And then we had to figure out what the shapeshifting forms meant, and then how damage worked, how tilts worked. I'm almost there, Peter. And then we had to figure out how death rage worked, and then we had to figure out how resisting death rage worked, and regeneration, and initiative skipping because you change forms. And we are here now, at the end of that, and know how the game works.
So basically, as it turned out, dealing damage to your packmate is a trigger for the call.
Yeah, Nicole's go into a murder rage trigger is attacking another packmate.
Well, dealing lethal damage to them.
So, we're going to start from the top and go through the thing that was the combat. It lasted 3 rounds, I think.
3 rounds and then 10 minutes.
It lasted 3 rounds. It took us 25 minutes to figure out. Because there's so many terms.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Okay.
Leo Kelly.
Leo. I was going to call you Cisco Durr.
That's your nickname now.
Leo shapeshifts into Garu form. And what does she do?
She jumps across the table to claw his eyes out.
Alright, Leo shapeshifts into Garu form and attacks Tsuyoshi with her monster claws that do monster damage.
Yes.
Her magnum claws that do monster damage.
Doing half of his health and damage in one swing.
Yes. Then Tsuyoshi also enters.
No, not yet.
Not
First he
yet?
picks up the couch.
No,
that's
you're totally out of order. Then Tsuyoshi enters Garu form and reciprocates with his monster claws. Bit of a problem. The limit trigger that Leo has is specific directly to attacking your packmates with lethal damage, which he definitely did. So Leo enters Basu Eam, or Kuruth.
She enters the Death Rage because she was already in Gauru form, and that means she got directly to Basuim.
Leo was in
Basuim.
Leo was in Garu form, and thus entered. And then when she attacked her packmate, she entered Kuruth. But because she was already in Gauru, she did not enter Wasuim. She skips directly to Basuim.
Yeah.
And thus, everyone present has to roll to not also go into Basuim.
And everyone succeeded.
Yes. So these two do half or more of a person's health and damage to each other. And then you two
Decide to pick up Chad. Well, Kaiser
Yeah,
picks him.
you tried to lock everything down, lock
Yeah.
us in here with the maniac.
I'm using my power to control this whole building.
His werewolf powers lets him control locks, like Skyrim.
And then we leave with Chad and start evacuating this place. Locking everything behind us.
Alright. So you locked all the doors on your
Yeah.
turn. And then, Caesar, you grabbed Chad, who is out of it.
Yeah, because of all the blood that got stolen from him, you know.
His blood is with someone.
It's being-
I'll get him more, it's fine. I'll find someone.
Picturing you literally like tipping like a cup of blood into his mouth, like there you go, buddy. And he's like, that's not. Oh.
I killed so many people for this blood.
No, like you dig a hole in like Leo's garden, and you put him in it, and then you get like a watering can full of blood. You're like, there you go, buddy. Anyway, so you pick the lock of the door that's supernaturally werewolf magically locked.
Just sleight of hand. And also, I don't think it's supernaturally locked. I think it's just literally
I
his
mean-
powers to lock it.
He did a power and they locked. That's pretty
Well,
supernatural.
I can probably unlock it for you because I control the whole thing, so you want to go out and it opens up for you.
Caesar opened the lock, is what we established.
Pulled the fire alarm to get everyone out.
All the shitty teens and probably not shitty kids are like, ah.
Yeah, went downstairs, and for any stragglers, I started throwing tokens into the street. And rolled Chad out there before pulling the shutter down, and just flipping the bird at the mascot across the street as it went down.
Hootie the crime owl.
Hootie the crime owl.
Don't trust the owls, man.
Alright, so you're inside the building, and Peter's used magic to seal the building.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to turn 2, which... Who went first? Nicole? No. What's his name?
I went first.
You went first.
We just exited the building, closed it all down.
Nice. You just left.
Yes.
You're out. Like
the
fox.
fox I am.
Alright. So you exit the scenario.
Yep.
And then,
Tsuyoshi.
because he turned into Gauru form, his initiative score went up, so he jumped over Nicole, and Tsuyoshi decided he was going to do a thing with a couch, but that sucked. So instead, he tried to take a called shot to do a leg rack condition. And then we had to look up how stamina is affected by werewolf form and stuff, and it turns out he couldn't ever possibly do enough damage, so he still hit, but it just did like grievous amounts of wounds to Nicole. And then Nicole's turn happened as she healed back to full instantly, because Garu form.
Yeah.
And what did you do to him?
He's branching a couch at me.
No, the couch didn't happen. He was using leg rack.
I think you just attacked.
Like he ignored the couch part when we figured out it was unfeasible, and he went to do, like cut your legs open, which he did.
Okay, so I guess as he's doing that, I step on his fucking claws as he's trying to claw at my leg, and slash up his fucking face.
Alright, face open. Face off.
Yeah.
Face off.
Werewolf face off.
Okay. And then it's Caesar's turn. Oh, no, wait.
And then Tsuyoshi decided, fuck it, my term in Gauru is over because I only have 2 stamina. I was going to go into Death Rage.
Yeah, as you two are leaving, Tsuyoshi runs out of Garu turn points and enters Death Rage to stay in because she will murder him if he's not in Garu form.
Yep.
And then everyone else had to roll for Death Rage again and get 2 successes because now there's 2 werewolves in Death Rage.
And we succeeded.
And everyone succeeded, surprising literally everyone because Kevin has 2 willpower basically.
Now he got none.
And then you guys left, and it turns out these monsters will stay in Death Rage for like 10 fucking minutes in a sealed arcade,
Yeah.
just destroying the place.
Because they no longer have valid targets because they're both in Death Rage, therefore they have to attack something else that's not them.
Yeah, they're a pack in Death Rage, it looks like. So they attack each other for a while, and then they just destroy this arcade.
Yep.
And they turn back to people form.
Fate.
Yeah. over. So that was the combat, listeners. It took up literally 7 minutes of us describing it, and it was like 30 minutes in the background because we had to reference all the rules.
Yep.
Pro tip, if you're going to do this for your werewolf game that I guess you're going to run, read the rules more. Yeah, read the rules more. People like werewolf. Read the rules more. You're going to want to go over them a couple times.
Like, the shape-shifting messes with your bookkeeping, basically.
Oh my god, right? If only I had some sort of Excel spreadsheet button I could press that automatic. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
Jesus Lord.
So
In case the listeners weren't aware, that was Devin trying to subtly hint at Peter to do that.
For the last, 2 sessions we have. Script this complicated combat spreadsheet. Anyway, you guys leave Altered Beast because it's full of actual werewolves actually altering Beast. And,
we were taking Chad on a little golf cart and driving away.
get out some oranges.
Yeah.
A bag of oranges, if they don't leave bruises. And, I think we'll end the combat there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause. And we're back. So, like half an hour goes by. You guys come back to the arcade. No one's out front. Like, you two come back to the arcade.
Kaiser's got a big sign of sturdy paper that he got laminated at fucking Staples or whatever was in the 80s, and it just has closed for renovations on it.
Yeah.
And he just walks around to the front and pastes that up.
Yeah.
And just...
Should we bring our last werewolf packmate to this?
Bernard,
Bernard.
the alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably went to him and we're like, yeah.
All right, Bernard
happens.
is at his VA meeting. Because he was in Nam. Don't you ever forget. And also, I just saw Punisher, so I'm thinking a lot about war. All right, so he's at his VA meeting, and he gets out, and he's just having a cup of coffee, a cappuccino, out of a brick and mortar building built in your under the sea dome place. Hey, what are you guys doing around here?
Well, Leo and Tsuyoshi went to the Raging Arcade. I think there'll be some renovations going on there.
Huh? Anyone hurt?
It didn't seem that they went outside, so no.
We got everyone the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That it happened. Fubar. Okay. How long is this to go?
Like an hour.
All right, let's go check in up on them.
That's...
So yeah, scene swipe. You're back at the arcade.
Yeah. I guess the doors are a bit banged up, so it's kind of hard to open
Oh my
them
god,
up.
when you guys go in, like when you open the door, the smell escapes, and it's all burnt oxygen and like spilt things and ripped up plywood and asbestos. So much asbestos.
We really should have cut the power before we left.
There's like neon signs spilling out, sparking everywhere. There's cables that have been ripped down. A lot of the vents have been torn up.
Quarters everywhere.
Oh, fuck yeah. All your machines. Except that one in the back with its cover on.
The wrong arcade, Devin.
Is it? You can teleport.
Oh no, we have to murder that one then.
I was just gonna go check out the bar and see if there's any bottles that aren't smashed.
Sushi's at the bar, naked as the day he was born, sitting on a stool that wasn't broken, with a bottle in his hand.
I guess I go to the supply closet to get some spare clothes we have just for this occasion.
Kaiser just reaches around him for a bottle and goes upstairs to the manager's office.
Where are you, Nicole?
I presume it's been an hour?
It's about like half an hour. I said half an hour, and they said an hour.
Alright. So your close shifts with you, right?
Yes? No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, normal Harmony does at higher levels, I think.
He woke up and his clothes were caked in piss and shit and the guts of arcade machines, so he took them all off and put them in a corner.
Did you pee on him to establish dominance?
I mean, you guys probably fought into the bathrooms are one bathroom now. The walls are down. There's like
that's really
flooding
gross.
everywhere. There's flooding and live wires everywhere.
This is fucking gross.
Breaker, breaker, breaker.
Because assuming I have clothes, which I do, I'm just gonna leave.
Oh, okay. You leave.
Because I'm not allowed to be bad at him anymore. But I mean, I am. So I have to be like, okay, well, now what?
Now you kiss and make out?
Gross.
Yeah, we'll meet you at somewhere sturdier later.
Yeah, fuck. If you walk by after you're flicking the breakers, there's like a little one of those emergency lamps out. You know, the little like LED ones. You know, I was thinking, seeing as we have the opportunity to renovate. Ever heard of pachinko?
Did hear of those.
I would check out a pamphlet.
I think we need some shutters for the main office. Have a look at that broken window.
Oh, that main office did not survive. All of the windows smashed out. There's like blood and fur draped down over it.
So, like,
there's severed meat everywhere.
Of a harmless child's arcade, he wants to change it into a literal gambling facade, which everyone in the entire world knows is always a front for crime activity.
I mean, this is the 80s.
I mean, if the opportunity's presented itself, and also, arcades are expensive. He, like, gestures over to the shattered, Dragon's Dungeon, or Dragon's whatever. The fucking Dragon Slayer machine with its broken Laserdisc player on the inside, which cost well over $6,000.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
That's 80s money.
It's expensive.
Yep.
There's also meat and blood everywhere, because you guys regenerate.
Yeah.
There's like skin hanging from broken jagged glass. There's severed teeth and arms all over the place. Just pulpy meat that's squirming a little still.
Kaiser picks up those teeth one at a time
Yeah,
and just drops them into his pocket.
I didn't realize that I left fucking magical materials behind.
Now you get totems everywhere around the city. A little bit of
You can make a little scarecrow out of bones and teeth of you. With your actual hair brushing it.
Because there's a moment with the alpha. He's just like, so, you ever heard of something called a Tunguska?
Yeah, it was early 1900s. It was a weird thing they found out by Nikola Tesla's lab.
Tesla, the scientist?
Alternating current, direct current. Him and Edison got into a fight. They electrocuted an elephant to death.
Right. Like,
It's this whole thing.
I kind of get that. Do you know anything about it? Like,
Something came from space and exploded over the crater.
alright.
Yeah. I was talking to a shaman, like an actual real one, like our kind of shaman, 20 years back when I was working with Monarch. And it turns out it was an asteroid that came in from beyond the Oort cloud. And it circled around the moon, and something grabbed onto it as it was coming by, landed here with a bunch of friends.
Something grabbed onto it? Like what?
Moon spirit.
Like a loon?
No, much worse. It's this whole thing about there's these things that live on the moon that were sent there. They were banished there, right? And when we started going to the moon, they started getting onto the spaceship and coming back with the astronauts. Like they're in that's why so many moon rocks keep going missing from all the museums and stuff. They're actually scuttling away. These things, they're like an aspect of the moon. They're kind of like loons, but they're like formless and shapeless, and they're spirits that don't have a domain, basically. Concepts that don't exist anymore.
And they're dangerous?
Oh, the worst. They could kill entire packs almost instantly. They're super dangerous once they're allowed to grow for a long time.
Like, how do they grow? Where do they hide?
Same way other spirits do. They just, consume other spirits and essence and domains, and they eventually find a form or a concept and hook into it and solidify themselves and becomes a alpha predator of that side of the Hissel. Sometimes they inhabit people and create cults.
Huh. Well, good.
They're like a doomsday creature. Sometimes they come into this world and leave marks behind. And, you just need to see evidence of it all around. Sometimes they even leave, like, skeletons behind.
What kinds of marks?
He says, cocking his eye at you, mentioning skeletons, big Leviathan-like creatures.
Huh.
Meh.
Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah, my partner and I were investigating around here actually not too long ago.
Yeah? Did you find anything?
Nah, he went missing.
Where?
In here. He got here before I did. He had new leads on the case, told me to come down here, said it had to do with the skeleton out by the dig site.
Alright.
Vanished off the face of the earth, and then I met you jabronis. Decided to form a new pack. Figured this place could use some gentle guidance. A neon sign behind him falls and shatters on the floor.
Kaiser takes a long drink. Do you still have any notes or shit on...
I can do you one better. I can go into my, what do you call it? I can go into my storage unit and bring out the slideshow.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll do a movie night.
Sounds like a fun group activity.
Yeah, it's more like an exposition thing.
Yeah, whatever works.
Also,
Fyodor.
yeah, Fyodor. Who won?
I don't know, who won here?
Well, she's not here anymore, and Tsuyoshi is naked. And
Smells like
pancaking his
shame.
ass cheeks on our stool over there drinking.
Victory by forfeit? I don't know. Looks pretty even to me.
What was the fight about?
All the Mason stuff with Chad.
Oh yeah, they're stealing the blood of our wolf-blooded
That seems shitty.
for experiments and orgies.
That seems a little more like how Freemasons operate. Still shitty. What was the problem?
Leo didn't like that.
Satoshi's been overseeing it all. He's the one who's making the exchanges for money.
Not sure. Hey, Tsuyoshi, remember what this fight was about?
That was literally what the fight was about. Oh yeah, and he also made us look like
I was gonna say, are you going to start a new fucking fight?
Oh
here?
man!
Like,
The alpha starts to slowly, like he has his drink, he steps back just a little. He's like, oh man. Blood rage!
I mean, I also have the same trigger.
Oh, he also didn't tell us about it, so when we went to confront the Masons about this, he basically used us as intimidation tools, so, you know.
Well, he shouldn't have been hazing you. That's shitty.
That's
I
your
can see
only
how-
problem with it.
There's a lot of problems with a lot of things. He shouldn't have been hazing you. He should have been straight with you. Obviously, he gestures to the arcade. That was a mistake on his part.
Yeah, well,
Like, I can't micromanage the Freemason stuff Satoshi does. It's complicated and frustrating, and I hate it. I'm dealing with other things. Taking a lot of time. You guys need to find a solution to this. So, Leo and this are square.
yeah, well, guess we'll see.
Yeah. On top of Leo. See how's...
But you need to make this right so Leo's okay with this.
Okay.
I mean, if it were up to me, we just drop all our association with the Masons. This is ridiculous that a bunch of mystics...
I'll go and kill all of them. Easy enough.
Huh.
Let's not.
Why not?
Because they're really useful when we need to hide something. Like, murder or what have you.
They're more of a threat to our secrecy than a boon. They're a bunch of people, mortals, humans, who know all about us, increasingly more, because they're experimenting on us. We're willingly giving them more information and more blood.
They're already trained to keep secrets and all that.
Oh yeah, that works out really well.
like, I'm annoyed that my character is not here, but also it's a good thing I'm not here, so...
I mean, I'm just saying, I also wouldn't be that opposed to just killing off the heads, the ones who know all this stuff.
Tsuyoshi and myself are the heads.
No, you're really not. You don't have a direct say over what they say. They can do anything behind your back, and What? What are you gonna do?
They wouldn't. We know everything that's going on there.
Again, they were stealing blood from our wolf-blooded.
The wolf, that's also a Freemason, gave it up willingly.
No, he did not. They took 8, what was it, fucking
Gills?
gills of blood from him.
How many gills are in a liter?
How many? Indeed, says that.
He literally could not get off the couch. He had so little blood. And he's an idiot. They took advantage of him.
About 9 gills to a liter.
9 gills to a liter. So you took how many liters of blood are in a person?
5.5.
People have 5, I think, units of blood. They took like 4 units of blood.
Nah.
I'm not here,
Gills?
No.
but
They
Sounds
took
like they
5.5 liters, and they take like,
Regardless of how many gills are a liter. Do you want decisive action? What, you should just firebomb them?
I think killing off a few of them would make the others fall in line, personally.
I mean, that was the point of the intimidation tactic, right?
Or we could get some spirits to do it. Show them how much they need us, rather than we need them. I mean, what are they going to do about spirits?
Okay, well, it sounds like Tsuyoshi and Theodore, you are in charge of making
Freemason.
Kaiser, and Leo square with this.
Okay.
So make it work. So they're happy about the Freemason situation. If that involves murdering a bunch of them, just do it. Follow them home, kill them, their families, their business contacts, burn down their land, salt the earth, fill the foxholes full of napalm. Just take care of it.
If not, I can.
We all can. Even Tsuyoshi could take care of them.
I just think your methods and my methods will vary quite a bit.
Yeah, okay, it sounds like this isn't over then. So, yeah, Freemason side is in charge of making sure the newbies are square with the Freemason side of the operation.
Sure.
Find a compromise, or we'll just do this all over again. Team building exercise. He was not in charge of his previous pack. He has no leadership skills.
Yeah, he's only in charge of this pack because he's the strongest one.
He is very strong.
Well, also being the oldest, so makes sense.
His primal urge is like 3 or 4.
Yep.
He's been doing this since he was drafted by the U.S. government, who knew werewolves were around.
that's either 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Which means if you all went to Death Rage, he would outlast you, and once you weren't werewolves in Death Rage, he would start eating you in Death Rage.
Yep. Murder Town.
Which is not where you want to be in Death Rage.
Yep. Your only recourse is to go to Death Rage and run far away from him. Okay. So,
Yeah, I'll look into the Tunguska stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We need to deal with the drug operation, though.
Yeah, we still got the radio signal from them.
I got my sources dealing with a few of their, few of the members gathering
Okay.
information.
Perfect. Then, well, what's next to do with them? Like, what's the plan with this drug task force? Kill them too?
No.
First, we need to figure out what they know and what they want with us, really.
Yeah.
I
They
mean-
know who let them know about us.
I mean, they're a drug task force, and it's not that hard to find out about a drug dealing operation if you know what to look for. Especially in a small, close-off city like this. It's not like we're out-of-towners coming through on motorcycles or through, trucking. So, round them up, kill them all.
Some of them. We can kill some of them, and that'll discourage the rest.
It looks like he was going to make a point, but then just stops himself. He's like, oh, okay. I suppose we could use a lighter touch with the task force looking to undo our operation.
If we kill them directly, tooth and claw, they're gonna catch on this wrong. If we make it look like accidents, they won't be able to pin it on us, and they won't bolster their forces.
What if the drug task force is dirty? We just make them look like they're dirty, and they got involved in another operation here, and that killed them. Or we let spirits do it. Give them all heart attacks. They won't know how to deal with those.
There's one we can't kill.
Really?
He's my dad. I'm not killing him. We can drive him off. We can anything. Just I don't want to kill him.
That's fair. I get that. I understand that. I could see why you would want to make that compromise. Do you see some of the connection between us not scorch earthing our enemy and us going to scorch earth someone that some members of the pack consider an asset?
There's a difference between an asset and family.
And we're family.
We are family.
Everyone else is just packaging that came along with the blister.
Yeah, it's pretty similar here.
Yes, I know. That's why I was being very
Yeah.
light touch about that. Yeah, we can definitely not kill your dad. I can see a way working around that, but all the rest of them have to go. What if we...
We should figure out whether there's something deeper behind this, whether there's something else trying to spy on us through them. Because there might be some silent bottom to this. Because drug raid's one thing, but...
The thing about law enforcement is, if you end up wiping out an entire squad of them, they tend not to be as willing to volunteer for... The second wave isn't as ready to volunteer. You can't collect a pension when you're dead. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Lansman is a pretty sweet law enforcement gig.
Yeah.
There's actually no guns here.
Yeah.
You're dealing with tourists.
Well, if we're talking about law enforcement, they answer to the politicians. And we've got a lot of in with the politicians here. A lot of them are in the lodge.
Alright, well, then you and Tsuyoshi... Tsuyoshi pries his contacts, and you get the Freemasons to take a look at it then. And you and... Leo will probably have to go... You and Leo can go meet your dad directly and see what you can get out of him.
I've already got a spy on it.
That's good. That's a good resource. But you can just go and talk to him directly in his own house.
Can you see spirits? Like,
He's not here.
I'm asking out of character.
Oh, good.
I
Okay.
think
I think
Kuruvda, then you can see the spirits, or can you punch the spirits then? Let me double check.
I don't even know if
This
we can see
is good,
spirits.
I think you can focus and try to.
yeah, I think you can if you want
Because I
to.
literally cannot bring someone else to see him if that luminous spirit's around.
That fucking loon. 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 Alright, I'll pause while we're looking up stuff. Then we're back, and we found out that you can see spirits with tricks that werewolves have. Is it all werewolves, or just you specifically, Nicole?
Oh, you can switch you can focus to
Put
send
your wizard eyes on?
Yeah, all your senses actually.
I'm going to lick this spirit.
Which like literally means you can't feel it if someone like stabs you in the real world.
Get fucked,
Yeah.
torture.
You can try to split your senses between the two, but then it's really disorienting and weird.
Just like the Punisher in that one scene, in that one episode. Anyway. So, what is your plan?
Yeah, I guess I'll just meet up with him. I'll take Leo.
Alright.
Hey, Dad, this is my girlfriend.
No. I mean, that's the plan. That's obvious.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll fall for that.
You haven't spoken to your father a bunch of times, so...
I wasn't being sarcastic. You will fall
Oh,
for that.
perfect. I can't tell. You young kids with your arcades. And your sarcasm. We didn't have sarcasm back then.
They hadn't invented it yet. Was the whole world black and white, old man?
Black and white with just a sprinkling of orange on the tree line.
These were dogs. Colorblind.
Yeah. Yeah, he laughs. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And you all break. Good talk. Yoshi finishes his drink and goes to get dressed. And then he's going to go to his apartment and burn those clothes and put on good clothes.
Yep.
Have a shame shower.
Well, yeah, because those clothes are like... They're not even good. They're atrocious. Store-bought.
Oh no.
Oh, this shit's handmade. Alright, so, that means it's up to you and Nicole.
Okay.
Presumably you'll all meet up. Where would you meet up?
Well, not at the arcade.
Perhaps another arcade? One called No Windows, No Clocks?
I think Leo probably has had her fill of arcades for the day. Why don't we meet at a diner outside the apartment Kaiser used to live in?
It has sushi.
It does. I'm having a strange craving for that.
Alright, you're at Sushi Restaurant. The name of the restaurant.
Kaiser's ordered a very large plate. So, we got a spy on my dad.
Cool.
And also, they're dealing with the fucking, the cult. It's being dealt with.
How's it being dealt with?
I don't know, in a way that better work. Otherwise, I'll deal with it myself.
I'm glad we're on the same page at least.
So, yeah, I'm gonna invite my dad out for dinner. Kaiser's just eating a lot of sushi right now, despite that. You can come, and I guess I'm just gonna try to edge some information out of him about who he's working with, how he found out about this.
Am I going to be, like, sitting at a nearby table? Like, what?
Yeah, with
what?
us. You're a friend.
Okay.
If he asks stupid questions, just laugh and don't answer. Don't give him anything.
Non-committal.
I was going to ask how we met. We don't exactly look like we run with the same crowd.
We both work at an arcade. We're co-workers.
We do work at an arcade, that is true.
Yeah, so we're just co-workers and we hang out.
Alright.
Sound good?
Yes.
Alright, so Kaiser's gonna, phone up his dad and be like, hey, I know you haven't seen me in several months,
It looks like a month.
but we should meet up for dinner.
Dinner? Why don't you come over for dinner?
I have a new job. You want to...
Oh yeah, I have a job at an arcade and I've got a shift. Got to deal with some stuff, so I don't exactly have the time to, just for a quick thing.
Okay, where do you want to eat?
What does he like?
What does your dad like?
Careful, dude. This is turning into a thing where you're probably going to tell him you're engaged. Like, you haven't seen him in a month, you randomly call him up, ask him to come out to dinner with you, don't make it a fancy place.
Nightmare. Country western restaurant. The most generic thing possible.
Olive Garden, eh?
Yes, the Olive Garden.
I was going to say Montana's, but okay.
Oh, God, I want to go to Montana's. And it's only 5 p.m.
Wow.
Right? It's like midnight outside, listeners, but it's only 5 p.m.
So, we can meet up there, get breadsticks.
I do like the breadsticks. I want to get those biscuits. Do they have those biscuits, the ones that are like crab?
That's, other restaurant.
I don't remember its name. What is that
What the fuck
restaurant?
is that?
I don't remember. I was hoping Kevin did.
The cheese biscuit.
Yeah, he got the cheese biscuits.
Is it Red Lobster?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
You want to meet at Red
Lobster's
Lobster
bullshit.
instead?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do Red Lobster.
Perfect. Thanks for paying for me and your mom.
Yeah, no problem.
Got that seniors discount going on now.
How old is he?
He's over 55, which is what you need for the seniors discount.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, yes!
He had a
You're
kid
like-
late in life. 18.
Yeah, probably. He was probably the youngest son or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'll meet you there. I'm bringing a friend.
A friend? Oh, who are you bringing? One of the guys you work with?
Yeah, her name's Leo.
Her name's Leo. Okay, well, I'll tell your mom that we're going to be you and your new friend Leo
Yes.
out of the blue a few months later. I gotcha.
Yep.
I gotcha, Little Caesar. Little Caesar salad, who has a crouton with him now. I'll let your mom know. He hangs up on you.
Even the worst dad ever.
Also, it's like,
He's the devil!
it's like, is it one of the guys you work with? And you're like, yeah, her name's Leo. And your dad's like,
He understands how gender-neutral pronouns work.
Guy is a...
It's
God.
gender-neutral term.
yes.
God, Nicole.
Also, 37. It's not like crazy old to have a kid.
It's crazy
Yes.
old to have a kid. You're almost 40.
I mean, in the 80s, I guess. It was pretty old.
At any time.
Especially underwater.
Especially underwater, yeah. It adds a few years.
You're
So
an
salt.
only kid, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He has like a cousin who lives down here as well, and that's...
I can only assume your parents like weren't planning on ever having kids, and then like they thought they were safe because she was older. And then they
Fire sale.
got knocked up. Because his grandma's not even that old.
Shit.
When she died. She was a mage.
A sneer.
Yeah.
Not
No.
a seer.
Jesus Christ.
Your grandma's
You're catching a seer, not like a
seer?
seer.
Yeah, that's,
Not like
that's
a-
why he has a cult, like, forwards, because his grandmother was really, really good at occult stuff and taught him a lot.
Jeez.
But,
They
yeah.
hide the bodies.
Yeah, we'll go to Red Lobster.
Shit, that's
So you hang up the phone in the restaurant and go sit down at your table,
Yep.
where Leo is.
So sounds like that went well. Who won that fight?
Well, let's see. You left and were dressed. And he was sitting in there drinking and
Lying on the
naked
floor,
and covered
naked,
in
in a pool of his own shit and piss.
Did you, like, force his head into a toilet or something like that? Because...
I mean, probably.
Every toilet was shattered. Everything that was ceramic in that washroom
I
was
think I
shattered.
probably grabbed his head and ran it through the entire line.
Yeah.
Teeth everywhere.
I know Theodore's not going to say who won, because I'd be taking sides, and he's terrified of you.
As he should be.
And I'm mostly saying you won because I fully side with you on your opinion on all that shit, so...
Excellent.
I don't know.
I mean, I really thought it was going to be an easy thing. I'm going to bring Chad in, take off his stupid ring, and be like, yo, no, you're ours now. And it turns out that,
Well, he is. If anyone touches him again, I'm just going to murder them. So, you know. Man, I'm never introducing that guy to my dad.
Let's go fishing.
You're not wearing any rings, are you? Okay.
no.
Okay, thank fuck.
No.
Don't try not to look pregnant. If he asks you you're eating for two, don't
Wow.
think it's a joke. Just...
Try not to look pregnant. Oh my
You're
god.
positively glowing.
I feel pregnant.
Jesus fucking Lord.
Let me just jump off some stairs.
So, Kaiser and Leo are going to meet at a Red Lobster with your dad, Kaiser Sr., who is not 55. He's like 37, but he has a fake ID. So you get 55 plus options off the menu.
So he's already breaking the law.
Ah, yeah, he's corrupt as shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck.
He's using his power
He's
to
using his-
circumvent the law.
Ultimate power corrupts absolutely.
And yeah, so you guys are going to meet at Red Lobster, TM, sponsored by Red Lobster this episode, to, to I guess, shake him down for information.
I don't know. It's what the fucking alpha said, so...
We're doing what he
He's
said.
like, yeah, go talk to him and get information out of him. It's like, okay.
Shake him down!
He's a wise veteran.
He's a wise veteran. He was in Nam. He's covered wars, you know. So, you guys enter Red Lobster, and Caesar is there.
And the mother?
Oh yeah, Margot.
Margot.
Tucks away all his bone jewelry made from actual human and animal bone.
You couldn't fucking wear a sweater or something?
He cops couches. What the fuck? You think he brings extra clothes with him?
God. By the way, listeners, this is the civilization theme for Caesar, so that's why it sounds weird. It's symbolic. Symbolic, listeners.
Someone's going to get stabbed in the back.
Anyway, you sit down and they've pre-ordered a bunch of those butter biscuits. Like an entire basket of them.
Senior's discount, huh?
Oh yeah, it's really great. You shouldn't do that. That's not a real ID. They don't know that unless you keep talking about it. It's just a... Caesar, it's been so long. How's my... She's getting up to hug you. How's my little Caesar?
I was just like, okay, maintain regular strength.
Snap! Oh shit!
No! Crane shot, raining hands covered in blood in the restaurant.
Marfa.
Why'd you say that name?
Jesus Christ.
So she hugs you, squeezes your cheeks, does what people do to their children. I don't know, man. And
You say like you've never had a mother.
She's a Spanish mom. She didn't fling a shoe at me when I first entered, so it's all good.
I don't even know what that means.
Seven's grieving mother.
Oh my god. And she looks to you. She turns on her heel to you.
Leo.
Why'd you make a creepy hand motion?
Oh, and is this your friend? She's like, you know, like touching your shoulder. How are you?
I'm good. What's your last name?
Vargas.
Sorry, what?
Vargas.
Okay. I'm good, Mrs. Vargas. I don't think that happened in game.
What the fuck's your last name?
Sorry, just to clarify, I didn't have a last. I'm sure I
Mrs.
asked
Caesar.
it in game.
Yeah, this is my co-worker and friend, Leo.
Oh, you don't have to call me Mrs. I'm Margot to you.
Well, I'm doing pretty well. Margot.
Why does she talk like she's 80?
Oh,
She's
yeah,
the
my
mother.
character's like 28 or 29.
She's the
Like,
mother
not
from
that
Everyone
much
Loves
older.
Raymond.
Oh my god, your parents are not that much older than my character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Such a young thing.
Judgmental.
Jesus Christ, another older woman.
Just like Miss
Eartha
Frizzle.
Kitt.
Just like Eartha Kitt and Miss Frizzle.
And Vanessa, or Veronica from the first game.
I think she was younger, wasn't she?
Veronica Bluth, yeah, she's...
Not Veronica, we're talking about Rebecca.
Rebecca, that's the one. Where she's like a CEO older woman, and it's just like, Jesus.
Rebecca's young.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, she seems young and dumb to
She
people who
died
don't
young.
know any better.
Oh, good.
She died young not too long ago, like a year or two ago.
Hmm.
She's contemporary to Caesar.
Yep.
So, yeah. Her. We, we're working on renovations later at the arcade, so...
Oh, what arcade do you work at?
Oh, it's called Altered Beast.
It's a weird name for an arcade. Sounds like some sort of sex cult.
Oh,
So-
thanks, Mom, Dad.
Isn't it a video?
dad.
It's a video game reference.
Yeah, it's a video game restaurant. A
Reference.
We're in a restaurant. What a nice day. So happy to
You
be
two,
here.
What did you pre-drink?
Yes.
You two certainly know a lot about the things you do every day.
Yes, we
Same
do.
level.
Yes.
Same stories.
Yes, Dad. It's almost like we work together and have similar schedules.
William's like, Jesus.
So your arcade's renovating?
Yeah. A few of the machines were starting to get a bit faulty, so we're replacing a bunch. And
Yeah, you gotta suck the money out of those kids somehow, right?
yep.
Staring at a screen for hours on end, putting quarters in. It's like gambling, don't you think?
So how's your work going, Dad?
You know me.
Yes, I do. So how's your work going?
Your father has a new job.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I have a new job. I'm trying to keep on the down low. Oh, it's Caesar. Look at little Caesar. Who's he gonna tell?
Yeah, I want to hear all about it, Dad.
Tell him all about it. We haven't seen him in months. Don't be a prick.
Yeah, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
He's so standoffish. It's why he doesn't have any friends.
I love you, Mom.
Okay.
Afterwards, it's like, okay, I'll really butter this prick up, and then we'll go in and we'll fucking know when he's drug dealing. It's like, good job, wife. Crucify this fucker, nail him to the wall.
Our only son.
We'll crucify him.
She's also my touchstone, so if I only kill half of it, I still have half my touchstone around.
Yeah, I'm doing this security contract job. This they wanted to bring me in as a consultant on this case they're working here in the Dome.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, petty crime stuff, they don't really have experience with it because of the military force they use. So, they brought me in to consult on it and lead their little team.
Yeah, well, you are really good with the petty stuff, so,
Yeah, no, I'm really good dealing with petty things,
Good on you, petty officer.
He says, staring at you.
They have like an entire task force just for petty crime?
Task force? Did you say anything about a task force?
No, sorry. Didn't he say task force in character?
Did I?
He had like a group.
Yeah, right?
He said that.
You didn't say task force. We have this fucking episode recorded.
Okay.
He's wearing a wire.
He's wearing a wire and starts shooting you.
So they have like
Everyone in Olive Garden pulls out machine guns.
Oh wow.
Not even shooting at us, just shooting everywhere.
Shooting every fucking dance spots.
The rhythm has returned.
No, it's just there's some there's like gang problems in the town, petty small gang issues.
That sure didn't take long. I mean, the place was just built.
It's been around for a few decades, honey. So there's odds are that people that are more entrenched are trying to take a bigger slice than they're owed. Plus, with the no gun ban, it makes it a little harder for traditional gang warfare to occur. A lot more physical, a lot more played out. Feuds last a lot longer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Harder to hide a body.
Yeah?
The city's closed off. Most egress points are usually tagged, and the military took care. The PMC that runs the place tagged most of those places years ago. Once the early construction worker riots happened.
Canonically, wasn't there a body found recently?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
what was
so.
that?
Whose body?
Someone's body was found. It came up in the other games, actually.
Yeah. Someone died and was found.
I don't remember any of that.
In the water. Like, they found him on the outside of the dome, didn't they?
I think so. I think you're right.
Oh, yeah, I guess they just probably dumped them out the airlocks.
Yeah, a lot of those places are, they have a watch on them. It's easier to track that stuff. So it's more just trying to find the root causes and dismantle them. The gangs themselves, they're usually, they're just pawns, patsies, tools, and it's someone further back pulling the strings.
So you're looking above, basic crimes, looking more for the violent shit, right?
It's just trying to find the pattern. For, I was working in this city once, and there was a lot of money laundering going on, right? So we didn't bother breaking up the money laundering operations. We let them run longer than usual, actually. What we did, though, was we kept an eye out to see where they were tied into the laundering, crime families, that sort of thing. Crime families were using them as a service, though. They didn't actually own the laundry businesses. So obviously we didn't go after the crime families. We already knew they existed. Pull back a bit, this entire, these places, like an actual laundromats and restaurants and all those kinds of stores. Arcades, those are big ones too. They were being run by one group that was renting their services out to organized crime operations. And we hit them, brought the whole thing down.
Huh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's just pattern recognition. But the people that were running the money laundering, they used to be in more, they used to do stuff like drug running and leg breaking and protection rackets, and they got out of it to facilitate other crime organizations doing it. So instead of, competing with the other, gangs in the area, the gangs went from being their competition to being their customers. And once we hit them, we were able to knock all the other dominoes down and, break some heads.
Yeah, you done anything exciting, knock any of those dominoes over, or are you still just kind of... I guess you're advising, so...
Yeah, we're just looking right now, gathering information. There's a few places in the town here that are a little strange.
Anywhere should we avoid them?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. It's different down here. There's not that much crime. This is more white collar.
That's a relief, at least. Don't have to worry about walking home at night.
Mm-hmm.
But you did just say there was dangerous stuff. Body found, apparently?
I don't know if that's related. That's Russian Dome.
Mm. Yeah, never been there, so...
Yeah, well, you let the domes take care of their own issues. How about you, though? Working at that arcade.
Oh, yeah.
How long you been working there?
Like a month.
A month. Yeah, you got all your paperwork filed in, your taxes and whatnot?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I've got it. It's being worked on.
It's good, you want to make sure that your paperwork's all lined up, your passport's renewed, you're claiming the proper income,
Yeah.
Make sure those timelines match up, right?
Yeah, I'm on top of all that. Trust me.
City doesn't really look kindly on paying under the table.
Yeah, I'll bet. Just had to get out of the Canadian Dome for a bit, with that shit that went down.
Oh yeah, the fucking massacre. Out of character. That fucking massacre that you caused.
Yeah.
Who caused the massacre?
He turned when he became a werewolf and massacred a bunch of people in the Canadian Dome.
Oh shit, I thought you just ate your cat!
Yeah, no.
He did.
What's her face tried to turn Kaiser, and when he started getting nearby, he freaked out. And
Oh my god.
tore a bunch of people apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that was strange. Animal attack. They say the local timber wolf in the zoo got loose.
Can I tell if he's trying to bullshit me or like
Yeah, roll a thing.
empathy and
Wits?
Wits, probably.
Oh, remember, you get +2 to empathy.
Yep.
Plus you have a -1 because you're not having a thing, or is this the +2 negate that?
I think the +2 negates that. I got a
have no
success.
idea.
Yeah, right. He is bullshitting you, but it's like he's telling you a lie someone else told him that he doesn't believe, but something that other people are talking about. Like, other people are saying, like, some Timberwolves got loose, and he doesn't believe it, but he's just going to tell you about it. Because who the fuck are you? You're not going to ask questions.
Yeah.
I got 3 successes if that makes a
It
difference.
doesn't. It's success or exceptional. Binary.
Yeah. 5 successes makes it. Yeah.
So it's not like he knows the truth, or like he has a secret he's keeping from you. He's just passing along the bullshit that people get told.
Huh.
This is the official story.
Yeah.
Timberwolves got loose?
And from the zoo. A couple of them got loose, killed a few people, probably got sucked into one of the intake valves.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, weird, I guess.
I mean, they found fur and stuff in one of the undercity accesses afterwards. Probably got blown out.
Yeah, I guess that could happen.
But it's plausible.
Yeah, so I just moved to the Central Dome.
Yeah.
Get my own place.
No, that's good. That's good. You got your own place. Where do you live? What's your address? We could send you care packages. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we could send you care packages. I could mail them to you. It'd be just like you were living in another city and not 20, 30 minutes away. I could send you cookies and little gifts. It'd be great.
Yeah, like I said, I'm working on getting a place. I'm staying with a friend right now.
You're staying with a friend. Okay.
Yeah, I give them Chad's address because he's the. No, wait, it would make it more plausible for him because he has a big place.
Or you can get it sent to
His place is in the Russian Dome, isn't it?
Oh, right.
No,
yeah.
No, promenade.
Oh, they might put in listening devices, so we'd have to check all the packages.
Right, and Chad talks a lot.
Yeah.
But then again, he would probably just talk about. No, wait, he talk about everything.
Well, I'm saying if you get sent to the work, it might be dangerous too, though. So
Yeah, I'll just give you an address later. I don't want to clog up my friend's mailbox with, I
You got
appreciate
a lot of
it.
mail, eh?
Well, they do.
Clogged up. Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
Had a lot of mailboxes. I never know them to get really full,
No,
It's just you, it's your generation, I guess.
flyers and stuff,
Yeah, flyers.
Nobody ever checks those.
Oh, what are you guys having?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Little Caesar's taking us out with his first paycheck. Yeah, it's great. We got the surf and turf.
Yeah, my first paycheck. Because it thinks of
It's
all
a
the
full
drug money.
lobster tail with a porterhouse and then a round eye.
Kaiser just kind of pulls one of those, drug rolls out
Yeah,
of
that's
the
what I
table. Comes it out. I'm just gonna get a bunch of biscuits. What do you want, Leo?
Yeah, I'll have. I don't know, French fries. I don't know what these kind of places have.
It's a fucking bullshit restaurant place.
I'll have a Caesar salad.
I'm not going to say that. That would be really sexual right now, and that would be weird.
Jesus Christ, no.
You're like, what are you doing?
You're flirting with my dad. In front of his wife.
No,
and his
do
kid.
it. Do it. Well. This is how we'll get the info.
You'll blow my dad.
In the werewolf form.
No, we'll get what's his face to do it. He's a star fucker. I'm sure he'll lower his standards.
It's like an older you.
Yes.
Wow.
Presence 4, motherfucker.
So it's like you, but you've been ravaged by the withers of age.
That's a really rude thing to call Theodore.
Fucking lord.
What you're saying? Fritter ravaged you?
But no, by the 8.
I'm old. That's a joke.
Oh yeah, Fyodor's ancient.
Yeah, exactly.
How old is Fyodor again?
Older than his
40?
parents.
Older than his
Being
parents.
around him has withered me. So yeah, we order food, small food, because Kaiser literally just ate a huge thing of sushi before coming here. He's like, why did I want to meet them at a restaurant?
I used to
This
do
was
this
a
the
bad
next
idea.
day.
Oh, yeah, that works too. Whichever.
Alright. This is, again, the Rome theme, listeners. Alright, well, they bring out the plate that includes, 2 lobster tails and 2 different types of steaks for your mom and your dad. Oh, and the fries! And I want to get the salad, too. I like that. I'm never going to finish this all.
Kaiser just stares down.
It's so hard not to say, not to say something. Like, oh, I'm sure I can finish a few. I mean, I'm eating for 2.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Death ray.
Right?
Dead gurus!
That's my trigger.
Start beating the shit out of
Getting
each
fucked
other.
with.
Being bullied.
Yeah, Kaiser just stares down at his overly cooked food and it's just like, oh god, I can't eat this.
I need the raw flesh.
No, you don't.
Do you have any of those?
He doesn't need
Timberwolves?
to, but he does prefer eating it like raw, so he's like,
I asked for my steak raw. This is well done.
you shits.
I need it blue.
I'm trying to think of how
Just
to
bring me the fucking animal.
Lobster, long. Oysters.
So when'd you meet your friend here? Oh, yeah, tell us when you met your friend that you brought to dinner.
Well, I mean, we met through work. So
Yeah.
Met through work. Yeah, that's how a lot of people do it these days.
Yeah, don't really have time to hang out elsewhere, so.
Yeah, I bet you're very busy at your work.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean, kids are loud and the machines are kind of loud, but I mean, you get to play them. So
Yeah, exactly. Free tokens.
plus it's a restaurant, so
Yeah.
that also cuts down on costs. For
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are just on the floor, management?
I just kind of security-ish. I guess.
Security. A lot of security at an arcade.
Yeah, just to make sure, I
Some of the
hand out
teen-
tokens and stuff
yeah, and
as
some
well.
of the teenagers get stupid. They'll try to vandalize the machines or whatever. So just having someone there that just stands there looking intimidating, and I mostly work the counter.
So arcades are a pretty big boom right now.
Yeah.
Quite a few down here.
Yeah. I wonder what the overhead of a place like that would cost. 2-3 stories.
No.
A lot of extra machines that come in the last few years. That Laserdisc player one that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah, we're not really that high up in it. I don't know what it costs to run the business.
Wait, is he... How do you know about
Everyone's talking about Dragon Slayer.
that? Okay.
It's really
There's
popular.
We've just watched a fucking thing about Dragon Slayer, and yeah, people were lining up outside arcades to play it, and really queuing up.
Oh, yeah, we were almost considering buying a second one of those just because it was getting, but a lot of the other, I don't know, I'm not
We
high
should
up
go
there.
watch a movie. That game. It was made by that guy that did that rat movie.
Nim, yeah.
Let's go watch The Secret. We could go to a show.
Oh, God.
You know, just me and your father, and you and your friend here.
Oh, yeah, there's this theater in the... Yeah, we can go there.
Yeah, alright, that sounds fun. Why don't we do that? We just hang out and, stare in a forward at a screen for a few hours.
Yeah, that does sound great.
You know what? He just goes into his jacket pocket. I just happen to have the theater times here. And wouldn't you know?
Your mom's fucking in on this shit! Bitch! Acting all unassuming.
That goddamn...
Trying to be all, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Maybe
Yeah, look, there's a showtime, it lines up right after we have dinner.
Hey, that's really convenient.
That's perfect. Get you two out of the arcade for a few hours. We'll hang out.
Yeah, well, like I said, renovations, so we're mostly just there helping haul things around.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't need you for what's happening there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a raid while we're at the movie so his son doesn't get shot.
That's smart.
That's actually really smart if that's what they're doing.
Here's an alibi.
Wait, I have psychic powers.
Powers.
Premonition.
Literally psychic powers. So, 1 second.
Death rage! I'm gonna pause. Okay, we're back. So what's your powers?
I have pack awareness, which grants me a permanent general sense of where everyone is in relation to myself within 2 miles. I cannot be surprised by any enemy that my packmates are aware of. And spending 1 essence, I can speak mind to mind with any... Oh, shit, I have to be able to see them.
Oh no! Then again, you can see her.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps.
You can tell me we don't have cell phones. Do we have cell phones? I mean,
There's payphones everywhere, though, because it's
We're
the
also
80s.
rich,
We didn't have
and
any cell
now
phones,
we're drug
honestly.
dealers, so we might have.
Would you
cell
have a work
phones.
phone like that? Because you're...
Like,
Would
it makes
you?
sense for us in Werewolf to have it. In the other games, it didn't, but like now we're legit drug dealers, so having at least something.
Also, you probably have a purse or something? Like, is
Yeah,
it
it's the 80s. I
I
assume.
mean,
have a
you could
purse.
just go to the toilet.
That's
There
what I'm
will be
saying.
payphone right next to it.
Well, I don't want to talk outside of the washroom because they might hear me. But yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Kaiser just activates 1 essence. He's like, so, you know what's going on, right? They're gonna raid the place. We need to warn people. And, yeah.
Yeah, this movie sounds really interesting. You said it was about rats.
She loves this. This whole thing, scare the Jesus out of you if you're a kid.
Well, it is around Halloween, so.
Kaiser's watched it a bunch because he's a fucking nerd, and he's just like, yeah, I've totally heard of that. Yeah. In passing.
This sounds fun. Excuse me, though. I just need to head to the ladies' room.
Yeah, sure, no problem. All right.
I have to tell. Run tell.
I have to run tell. We see another kids movie afterwards, the one with the cartoons. Honey, they all have cartoons. Now, the cartoons in the man. Bugs Bunny's in it, Mickey's in it. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, we'll go watch that again. As you're walking off. It's like, look at that, we'll do them back. It's a double feature even. I even marketed it earlier. I must have been idly thinking. We'll do that.
Yeah, that sounds great, Dad.
We'll spend the next 220-ish minutes together.
He's really bad at this.
He's not bad at it. Unless he knows you know he knows, in which case he's letting you know he knows that you know that he knows.
Yes, son, come with me. Nothing will go to you.
Empathy.
Yeah, actually.
I'm gonna roll
Success.
dice for your... Alright,
Success.
I guess your dad rolls dice. I don't know how
Yeah.
this works.
So 3 successes.
He rolls dice for your dad. He's
Well-
a seasoned cop.
His dice was 5+. Because he's...
Oh shit, it is 5+.
Yeah.
We gave him dice.
Yeah.
He got 2 successes. So
I got
I
3.
guess you win?
Yeah, by 1.
Alright, what are you trying to figure out?
If he knows that I know that bullshit.
Basically, you're trying to figure out if he's trying to divert you from the thing because something's happening.
He is definitely manipulating you outside of a simple clandestine double movie feature after having surf and turf at a restaurant he made you pay for.
I pick up a chair.
Ballroom Blitz! Which would also been a good Rage song, Ballroom Blitz.
He was checking his coat pocket for shit, right? That's usually where he keeps his things.
Yeah, he had an entire planogram in his coat pocket.
Just the planogram, though? Would I have been able to notice if he had anything else in his pocket when he reached for that?
Like what, the gun?
Like,
no one has guns.
like notes? Or...
His coat pocket, he has his wallet, obviously, and probably his passport in case you guys need the Canada Dome.
Stuff.
No, he doesn't have any of that on him. He's not a cop. He might have had notes on him. Like an envelope or whatever.
Alright, Kaiser waits for Leo to get back.
Yeah, I'll call the place.
Alright, you get one of your goons, M.
Yeah, I also check the stalls and shit beforehand.
Chad picks
I'm
up.
not an idiot.
Okay, you get M, your gang
Okay.
leader.
Hey, there may be a raid in the works for the arcade. We need to get shit out, but we need to not make it look like we're getting shit out.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
sure.
be hard. We have all those trashed everything, so we could probably hide shit in there.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, excellent. You know what you're doing.
He got it.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I will spend an appropriate time in the facilities, and then come back.
Okay.
Wait, is he wearing his jacket, or did he reach back to...
Oh, yeah, he has his jacket on. He was just going in to grab shit.
I have sleight of hand, and I'm really good at stealing.
Yeah.
But I'm also aware that just leaning over and taking stuff is still going to look suspicious no matter what I do.
Unless you
Like,
spill shit on him and
I mean, you could go to the toilet, come back from behind of him, and like, hey, Dad, or something like that, and like,
Oh,
Let me
wait,
give you a father-son hand pat.
Shit, water powers. I have water powers.
ooh, airbend.
So yeah, as a waiter is walking past with glasses, Kaiser just kind of leans forward and manipulates the water so it rocks back and forth until the glass falls on him.
Ah, Jesus. Ah, this was my good coat.
Oh shit, Dad, let me help there.
I mean, it's water. It'll just evaporate. Yeah, and you're going over to help him?
Yeah.
She's
And then
she's like,
Okay.
your mom's talking to her. It's like, I'm so sorry, you know? He must have jostled you.
Yeah, he's like that.
He's
so
like a bull in
clumsy.
a china shop. He's so goddamn clumsy.
And yeah, just as I'm helping cleaning him up, I'm gonna use sleight of hand to just like...
I had these plates. I had these commemorative Elvis plates. I loved them. And I came home one day and they were broken. It was ridiculous. He had knocked them over when he had got up for work and didn't tell anyone. But little Caesar here, he'd gone and cleaned them up, put them back together. He even tried to glue them back for me.
Yeah, tell him about
Such
the
a
plates.
good boy.
Yeah, tell him about the plates, Mom. You really like those plates.
I did like those plates. You obviously broke. Oh my fucking god! It's
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, Mom, remember the one with like Elvis and like the rhinestones?
You broke them.
What? Oh. No. Man, you're
I
so
took the
forgetful.
fall for you.
You're so
Oh,
old, Dad. It's okay.
dementia.
I know, but he's lying to these people that he's 55.
All right.
You're so old.
I know the doctor told you have to be careful about Alzheimer's. So, and he's just checking the notes.
All right, you checking the notes? It's a little envelope.
Yep.
It's just a little update that your place had some problems to it. And this would be a good time when the staff weren't around to go in and check it out. And he was just planning to get you guys distracted, and they were going to hit where M was nearby and his gang hangs out to keep them off kilter, and kind of just go in and check stuff over.
Okay, I'll communicate that to Leo as well. And then just drop the envelope on the floor. He's like, hey, Dad, you dropped something.
Ah, shit. Stab him in the throat. Sic Semper Tyrannis!
He's like, oh shit, that was silver. Oh god. Fucking silverware everywhere.
It's silver!
Well, in case he's a werewolf, you need to stab him right there.
So, yeah. Once that's all done, and we have made quite a scene.
Yeah, it's quite a scene. Yeah, I guess you guys are ready to go to see 2 movies back to back spontaneously. He has tickets.
Yeah, what a happenstance.
Some crazy random happenstance.
However could this have happened? It's so thoughtful.
Yeah. You'll go to the movies, and they're going to try and raid your place, and you guys will have averted that with magic.
I mean, since they're already in our place, and we know that we want to get rid of them. Like, hey, you raided this place, you found nothing, therefore you're useless, therefore, we could pull funding from you or something.
I mean, they're not going in with machine guns. They're going to send some guys in to sneak in when no one's there and look around with, like, flashlights and shit.
Do you have a warrant?
No, that's the point. They're just going to sneak in when you're not looking. And if they find shit, then they're going to use that against you and build a bigger case.
It's just the guy in the Hootie the Owl.
Oh my god, like the actual owl costume's in there. Like he's upstairs checking the like all the damage, and the Hootie costume, empty of a person, is checking out the downstairs.
That is so creepy.
He's a were-owl, and he has that second skin power.
Oh my god, right? Ooh.
It's a big stupid mascot costume.
Give a hoot, execute.
No, we just go there and like he's like an old man on the floor, and that video game is like uncovered. It's
Oh my
what
God.
happened?
This video game. What was that video game called?
Polybus?
No, it was like something.
Blood Orgy.
And it wasn't
Bloodlines?
that, but it was blood something.
No,
It was something blood.
It was like Death Guard.
Vampire Bloodlines, The Masquerade.
Sanguina Nomicon. Anyway, they're going to investigate this place when no one's there and not find anything because you've moved the shit. They're going to document how fucked up the place is, and you'll deal a fairly good blow to their sting operation.
Although you did fucking lie about why we were.
No.
He's like, yeah, some of them she's acting twitchy, and they're like.
They were really twitchy. It's okay.
I mean, like, hey, if Cadaver hadn't going in without the warrant, then we use that against them. Like, hey, you broke the law doing this, therefore.
And like the city council's like, warrant? For our private military army?
The city council, that's half of them are Masons.
Also, like, is it
Yes.
against the law? You know it's against the law in America and probably Canada.
You know where the government coming in and checking your shit isn't against the law? Russia.
Whatever.
X-Files theme.
See, you need that soundboard.
I do need that soundboard. That might be a thing to get for our next game. Anyway, you score a minor victory against your dad. He was trying to usurp authority over you.
The major authority was spilling water all over him.
You did. That was
Humiliating
pretty
him in a
good.
restaurant, so...
Now, it only was your piss.
Yes. Yes, Peter. If only it was his piss.
Once I have Wisdom 5, I can fully control water. It's just like, that's my piss now. All the water's piss now.
Oh no, magical realm!
There you enter, my magical...
Oh god!
The
I thought you said Wisdom 5 like you were a mage. I'm just gonna end his life. Anyway, with that, I think we're gonna end this session. That was a nice little scene with your dad and your comical, stereotypical parents.
What stereotype?
I don't know, man. Parents from movies? Parents from television.
People having parents.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, I've never met a human being that acts like they do, but I've seen Everyone Loves Raymond, so that seems like...
I'm gonna assume they were both. He was like, okay, we need to get him out of there because we're gonna do a drug bust. So act naturally. And she's like, okay.
Act naturally.
And that was just her best. It's just like us. We're like, okay, act naturally.
Act
They
naturally.
walk in. He's like wearing a lampshade over his.
Hello, fellow human.
Everyone acted naturally. Alright, so we're going to use this to wrap up Werewolf. Instead of the 6 sessions, we'll end here at episode 4 because we don't have much else to do. But I'm almost certain that we covered that in the intro episode you've already listened to. So, that's it. It's over. That's Werewolf. We're done with it.
Yep.
Yay! And now we can move on to,
Other things.
Something else.
oh my
Other
god,
things.
Promethean, Demon, Changeling came out. They're going to be so good.
Means I have to learn a whole new thing again!
Promethean.
point.
I know this was my idea, but god damn it!
Promethean is basically just vampire in terms of how powers work and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a lot simpler.
But I mean,
Plus, because we're throwing this stuff onto the queue, we got like 3 months to even need to get around to it.
Also, we're not gonna meet as often because I work like every night. So
Yeah,
What
so
are we doing next weekend?
I don't know, we'll talk about it. I want us to do Promethean, but we could do Demon.
either way, demons more complicated.
Or we could just put it to rest until March, when this episode will eventually come out. Ish? Maybe, no, because we cut 2 episodes, it might be February-ish. But we did the 3 core ones, and that's what's important.
yep.
If we never do any more, we did the 3 core 2nd edition slats. That's all that matters. And that Peter was super fucking wrong about how Mummy works in World of Darkness.
I was right because I read the second edition.
Oh, you were fucking wrong. You're like, oh no, Devin, that's not how it works. I'm like, yeah, it is. Mummy the Resurrection. It came out at the end. And you're like, I'm talking about one of the other editions. Like, oh.
You guys were talking about two different things, and we're right about the only things you were talking about.
Listen, if I'm right, it means someone was wrong. And that someone was not me.
Oh, Mummy
So
the
you were wrong,
Erection.
therefore it...
You're saying Mommy the Erection?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I was Devin.
Nicole?
Kevin.
And Peter.
And this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.